Hey everybody, good afternoon. Frank Clark here. It's a beautiful Tuesday afternoon here in Tampa, Florida. And I just wanted to get on real quick and just kind of check in with you a little bit and talk a little bit about this year's goals and how we're about 45 days into the year. And I was looking at some of my goals, some of the things I want to accomplish. And I started thinking about, why are some of these things on my goal list year after year after year after year? And I guess I started falling into the trap of what's called someday, one day. Someday, one day, I'm going to get this shit done. And I'm going to throw it out there to you folks that are listening today and say, how many times in our lives do we use that phrase? Well, someday, one day. Someday, I'm going to lose 20 pounds. Someday, I'm actually going to go to the doctor and get a physical and figure out what's going on. Well, how do you know how many someday, one days you still have left on this planet? This assumption that we're going to live forever, and this assumption that everything can be done tomorrow, or everything can be done next month, or everything can be put off till next year. Well, in some cases, if you're young enough, maybe, and if you're really healthy enough, maybe that actually happens. But for the reality is we don't really know how long we're going to be here on this planet. Did someday you say you're going to take a Hawaiian vacation, and the year went by and you still haven't taken that Hawaiian vacation? Matter of fact, you can't even spell Hawaiian vacation. So H Hawaii, Hawaiian, whatever. Whatever it is, man, get on it. Make today your one day. Make today the day that you do something that's just you've been putting off forever. Even if it's a baby step, even if you just take one degree step to making some of your one days today. I don't know, is there somebody in your family that you're distant with that you need to catch up with again? And someday I'm going to do that, man. I'm going to reconcile that situation. Well, who knows, right? If that person's on their deathbed or that person was to pass today and you didn't get a chance to reconcile that, how horrible would that feel? Don't put off something like that. Is it something you need to reconcile with your kids, right? Is it a job that you have going on out there? Are there friends that you haven't reconciled with? But someday we're going to do that. Someday we're going to take that trip, man. Someday I'm going to get into shape. And then all of a sudden you go to the doctor and they're like, hey, man, something doesn't look quite right on you. We got to check that out a little bit. I had a little bit of that with the dentist yesterday. They're like, okay, Frank, you've been a little while getting in here, right? It's been a little more than you normally should. And they start poking around like, that kind of looks like that's going to need a crown. And that kind of looks like that might need something too. But because I put things off, now I got to pay the price. So there's another $1,000 here, $1,000 there of waiting expense. So, hey, anyways, the point I want to make is that if someday, one day, you're going to do something, someday, one day, you're going to reach out to me. Give me a call. Hit me up. PM me. Stay in touch, right? Hey, Steve, how you been, man? It's been a while since we've hung out. So make today your someday, one day, today. Get it done. Make it happen. Surprise somebody and just make it an amazing day. Love talking to you all. Have a great afternoon. See ya. Bye.